Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. I'd like to start this session by appreciating you so much for making this channel grow. If you wish to support us, just subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. So in a 3-bench judge ruling that is consisting of Justice Hedwig Ogundi, Kanyi Kimondo, and Allen Visram, they argued that there was public participation for the initial 23 positions, but the same was not done for the newly created 27 positions. So because of that ruling, Senator CHERERGEI decided to attack the High Court, attack the judiciary, saying that the judiciary was given 4 billion in the financial year 2023-2024, but there's still a persistent backlog of cases, corruption, and inefficiency in dispensing justice. CHERERGEI further emphasized that the court's decision goes against the interests of the public and principles of natural justice. In his words, this is what CHERERGEI said: the judiciary has gone rogue by ruling that the creation of CAS positions is unconstitutional without considering the merits of the case. He further stated that we shall appeal the decision that negates public interest and the principles of justice. So, dear viewers, allow me to address this issue of CHERERGEI, because it is high time that we told this Kenya Kwanza government the truth as it is. We should start by reminding them about last year, because in that statement, CHERERGEI talks about corruption, backlog of cases, and inefficiency in dispensing those justice to the aggrieved persons. So, in other words, CHERERGEI is saying that the courts are corrupt. If that is the case, then Raila Amolo Odinga was right when he said that the courts were compromised. Because in a nutshell, the references that Senator CHERERGEI has made regarding the courts, those references only mean that the courts are not able to deliver to the mandate that is bestowed on them. That whatever justice the courts are supposed to deliver, they cannot. I mean, these people should also remember that last year, I think last year but one, when the BBI was shut down, they celebrated the courts and they said that the courts have made a determination. What did UHURU Kenyatta do? UHURU Kenyatta did what he normally do by abiding by the court ruling. So what is it so hard for Senator CHERERGEI to understand here that the courts have indeed issued a directive that conforms with what the people want? I have never seen anywhere, I mean, except for people in Nandi, the few people in Nandi who are saying that they wanted this year's position to be there. I mean, if you look at the distribution of these chief administrative secretaries, you realize that majority of these people came from the Rift Valley and for the mountain. Other regions received one or two, people in that appointment. So it was merely a reward scheme to those political bigwigs who failed in the general election. So what William Ruto was doing was simply awarding these people. So Senator CHERERGEI should know better that these are the same courts that they said ni takatifu kabisa. So the fact that he's saying that we have given you 4 billion, which to us appear as if they could have been using that to in other words, they were trying to use that 4 billion to twist the court so that the courts could be delivering decisions in their favor. There is something that Senator CHERERGEI made, which we also need to address. He further on made a statement saying that we shall appeal this decision that negates public interest and principles of natural justice. Who will watch the watcher? I mean, let's look at this statement again. We shall appeal this decision that negates public interest and principles of natural justice. Who will watch the watcher? I underscore the last part. who will watch the watcher? That is a very, very good question from Senator CHERERGEI, who happens to be a UDA member of parliament and one of those people who were championing for the downfall of the BBI. So kudos to CHERERGEI for reminding us that who will watch the watcher. Let us take that statement and take it to and go back to the BBI that was being fronted. And I want to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that one of the reasons why BBI did not sail through was because of the Ombudsman office. And what was the role of the Ombudsman office? Who will watch the watcher? That is exactly what the Ombudsman was going to do. Ombudsman was going to watch the watcher. And Senator CHERERGEI has brought it here. Who will watch the watcher? UHURU Kenyatta, in his own wisdom, said that it is not okay to simply allow the judiciary to be the one who makes determination about issues, that their word is final. So Uhuru realized that he is the president, he is the supreme power. I mean, by virtue of the constitution, he is the head here in Kenya, but then there is someone who can make a decision for him. I mean, that means this someone can decide that, Uhuru, you cannot do that. We have said no. So Uhuru look at that kind of arrangement, realize that apana, this cannot be the case. There has to be a way of someone watching the watcher. So this guy is in Kenya Kwanza, back then in Tangatanga, said that is trying to gag the courts. So that is the main reason why BBI was shut down, because the courts did not want someone to watch them. Who will watch the watcher? So Senator CHERERGEI has brought in this argument again, saying that we can't allow it. In other words, that's what I interpret, that we can't allow the courts to be the only person who makes its determination. There has to be a way of watching the watcher. So this is the reason why Senator CHERERGEI has come back, guns blazing on this issue, and saying that he's going to appeal. So most likely he's going to the courts of appeal, who might in turn shoot down this directive again, then take it to the Supreme Court, who will in turn shoot it down. So at the end of the day, they will want to enforce the watcher. Who will watch the watcher? So sad, ladies and gentlemen. So the decision by the High Court in Nairobi that invalidated the appointment of the chief administrative secretaries, that termed the whole thing as unconstitutional, because, by the way, the constitution does not give a provision for assistant ministers. That was abolished by the 2010 constitution. But this regime is seeking to bring it back. In fact, it's bringing it back in a way that is going to be too expensive to the people of the Republic of Kenya. If you look at all the responses that were given yesterday, in a span of 1 to 20, you realize that only 3 people did not celebrate. But 17 people say that we at least have a sigh of relief. And CHERERGEI should first of all respond to the judgment of the Supreme Court last year and realize that the people are not happy by the way the judgment was delivered. But nonetheless, watu hawakuriot, watu waliachia hiyo iwe venye ilikuwa, na Senator CHERERGEI ndio mmoja wale ambao walisema koti imefanya ukweli kabisa. Sasa hii koti imekataa hii mambo ya kuongezea mwananchi kodi kubwa sana kwa kupatia wale walioanguka katika ile election mamlaka. Unapata katika ile mambo ya award ya level, in terms of employment level, inasemekana kwamba chief administrative secretary atakuwa mkubwa wa PS. Ni kwamba PS ana report kwa chief administrative secretary na CS. So hapo inaonekana kwamba haiwezekani. Huyu secretary anafaa awe chini ya permanent secretary, because the principal secretary, because haiwezekani kwamba huyu anayetunukiwa hii role ya CAS awe mkubwa PS. So hiyo issue ambayo mamlaka ya koti imesema kwamba pia haiwezekani. So hapa katika hii analysis, ladies and gentlemen, we have learned a couple of things. One, we've learned that the 4 billion that was allocated for the courts, kumbe ilikuwa ni ya kufanya koti wafanye maamuzi ya serikali ambayo yanaingiliana na serikali. Tumepata hapa kwamba kumbe koti iko corrupt, kulingana na CHERERGEI venye amesema kwamba koti iko corrupt, na koti iko na backlog of cases nyingi, na koti iko inefficient. CHERERGEI mwenyewe amesema hii, sio sisi. Cherergei ndiye amesema mwenyewe katika ile tweet yake. So katika hizi matamshi za Cherergei yote inaonekana kwamba kumbe walijua kwamba koti haifanyi kazi vilivyo vile wa Kenya wanataka. Sasa imekuja ika-expose hii koti katika hali ambayo inaonekana kwamba kumbe Azimio walikuwa wanasema ukweli, kwa sababu ikiwa kama koti haiko ukweli, haisemi ukweli, basi mbona mulisherekea last year? Mbona mulisherekea wakati wa BBI? Basi hamngeisherekea wakati huo kama koti haisemi ukweli, because Azimio ilikuwa kwanza tangu wakati huo inasema kwamba koti inaegemea upande mmoja. Sasa koti imeamua kwamba ifanye bana isiegemea upande mmoja, wanalia. Hili swala ukiona kwamba katika CAS, kwanza tuliangazia tena CAS wakati ambapo ilipopelekwa kotini, alafu government ikasema kwamba itafanya appointment, itafanya ile swearing in. Kwanza ilikuwa iende bungeni wapigwe msasa. Bado unapata kwamba speaker alikataa kupiga watu msasa, kusema kwamba hawezi kupiga msasa. Sijui kwa nini alikuwa hawezi kupiga msasa. Ikiwa hawezi kupiga msasa chief administrative secretary, na unaweza kupiga msasa cabinet secretary, na upige msasa permanent secretary, kwani sasa hiyo inamaanishaje? Na katika koti imesema kwamba katika vile wameiweka hii mambo ya chief administrative secretary ni kama ni CAS ala permanent secretary. So unaweza piga msasa mtu ambaye ni mkubwa wa chief administrative secretary, na upigie ule mdogo wa chief administrative secretary, lakini chief administrative secretary mwenyewe huwezi mpigia msasa. So hilo swala inaonyesha kwamba kulikuwa na ukora kabisa katika ule uteuzi wa chief administrative secretary, kwa sababu unapata hiyo siku Wetangula alikataa, na kukataa tu hivi koti ilikuwa the following day iwe na hearing, I don't mention ama hearing, lakini wakati kama ilikuwa ifanyike hiyo, ikapata kwamba asubuhi serikali ilirauka kabisa kuapisha watu, ili isemekane kwamba kwa sababu washaapishwa hakuna kitu ambacho koti itafanya. So koti imeenda ikasema kwamba hawa watu hawafai kwa ofisini, na wananchi wamesema kwamba hawa watu watafute kazi zingine na waache kubandikia Wakenya mizigo yao mengi, na walishaanguka katika ile uteuzi. Waliangushwa kumaanisha kwamba Wakenya hawawataki. Sasa Wakenya wasilazimishwe na hao watu. Hilo ndio ombi ambalo Wakenya wanasema na wanapitisha katika serikali la William Ruto. William Ruto atii mahakama, William Ruto atii mahakama kabisa, kwa sababu kwanza tunaona kwamba ile swala la mafuta walikataa kulitii. Sasa inamaanisha kwamba Wakenya wataumia. Koti imekataa, lakini serikali inasema endelea. So hatujui kama hata ile swala la chief administrative secretary serikali itasema endelea, hatujui, lakini it is just a matter of time, because what Senator Cherergei has declared that the courts are unconstitutional, so strange, but that is the matter. So dear viewers, kindly tell us below the comment section what to think about this analysis. But once again, I'd like to urge you to stay safe and stay blessed until we catch up again in our next analysis.